Welcome everyone, I'm Wendy from Wendy Studios, and today we're going to be working through a short yin practice. So please join me. What you'll need is a few props. If you have a bolster, that's great. If you don't, you can use a pillow, whatever you can use, just support yourself a little bit. Some of these poses we're going to get into, they're going to be held for 3 to 5 minutes. So you're really working deeply into your body, into your joints, really opening up at a very deep level. So that's why we want the props, because we want to get ourselves comfortable once we find the place that we're going to stay in. So let's begin. Always wanting to center ourselves, just finding a still place, finding yourself arrive in this moment, beginning to connect to your breathing. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Allow your breath to be deep and long and smooth. Seeing if you can even out your inhales and even out your exhales. So maybe it's a count of 4, inhaling, 2, 3, 4. Slightly pause at the top of the inhale and then exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. And begin again, inhaling. Feel your lungs expand. Feel your collarbones widen. Exhale, pressing that air down your spine, allowing it to lead peacefully through your root chakra right at the base of your spine. So imagine you're inhaling fresh, beautiful new light, allowing that come to the crown of your head and just moving its way down through your third eye, down through your throat, moving that new healing light through your heart center. Letting that breath circulate in your heart center, and then allowing that breath to travel down to your solar plexus, right below your navel, and then emptying out at your root chakra, right at the tip of your spine. All right, let's begin. We're going to come into tabletop position to start. So put your hands right under your shoulders and your knees right under your hips. We're just going to awaken our spine here by rounding up. So pressing into your hands, allowing your forehead to drive towards your thighs. Drop your head and neck. And then inhale, allowing your belly to lower towards the earth as you arch your spine and look up. Lifting your heart. Inhale, coming down, curving, cat, pressing up. Exhale, dropping your belly, lifting your heart, lifting your gaze. So just a few more times with your breath, finding your breath. And last time. Beautiful, coming back to neutral and just coming to a seated position. Just awakening our spine. So legs long here if you'd like. You can sit on your bolster. Maybe you want an extra support under your hips if you have really tight hamstrings. Now you can also have another bolster handy. So we're going to do a forward fold now. So do find something to prop yourself up. If it's a pillow or a bolster, just get comfortable. So let's take a big inhale once you have your prop, and then exhale, just fall down. Relax your head. Relax your whole body. So propping yourself up if you'd like. So this is Uttanasana. A lot of times we're standing doing this in yoga. Here we're opening up the entire back body, our calves, behind the knees, your hamstrings, and then moving your way up your hips, right at the lumbar spine, and then just folding. Maybe just turn your head side to side. Just get a gentle release in your neck. And then just hold down. So one of the first principles in yin is that we want to come to our first edge. So when you come into the pose, you don't want to force it. You don't want to overstretch. A lot of times I hear, like in a Bikram class, pull your forehead to your knee, and your body just doesn't want to do that. So in yin, we really honor where we are, and we let our breath do the work to take us into the deeper posture. So it will come. So finding your edge means, where do you feel that first bit of resistance? Where do your hamstrings or your hips or your back, where does something tighten up? Hold that place, prop yourself from that position, and then allow yourself to fully relax. And allow the posture to really open up at a deep level. So dropping your head, just feel the front body really relax, really loose. Your arms can be dangled on the side, they can be near your feet. It's really just working from your shoulders down. So these arms aren't part of the pose. Maybe you want to rest your forehead on a bolster or your prop, or hands one on top of the other, making fists, and gently put your third eye right on that fist and drop in. So the third eye is the place of knowing, intuition. Seeing if you can bring your awareness to that space. Maybe there's some message of knowledge to be gained. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Gently walk your hands up. Move your bolster or pillow. Gently put your knees in and just rub it out a little bit. And let's come to a seated position on the mat. So now we're going to come into a hero pose. We're going to take our right leg behind us. So you want your knees together and your right foot is pointing away from you. If this is too intense on your knees, you can bring your right foot to the inside, just above your left knee. And you will get similar benefits. So here we're going to be coming back onto our forearms. So if you'd like, you can have your bolster right at the base of your spine. So begin by just lifting up your hips. And then coming down onto your forearms.
So we're going to hang out here for a few minutes. If you'd like, if it feels okay, you can roll all the way back, dropping your head either on your bolster or onto a block if you want more support, or a pillow. Your arms can be out to the side or they can be above you, maybe crossed and then opened up. Feel that nice release in the front body. So breathe here. If your right knee is coming up, you can prop that up. You can use your bolster, you can use a pillow if you want more support on that right knee. And you don't have to come all the way down. Staying here, you're still getting a lot of benefits. We're stretching that right quad. Can you feel that? And our low back, and our shoulders, under our arms. Lots of things happening here. So just enjoy the sensation. Get yourself comfortable and roll back. So if you're propped up, you may want to even remove the prop. Maybe take a little pillow instead. And just roll back. Okay, staying here, or to advance the pose, we're going to bend our left knee. We're going to pull our left knee into our chest. You should feel a more intense stretch in that right thigh. And your right knee can come off the mat. That's totally okay. And finding some stillness here. That is the challenge in yin. How do we find the stillness in these difficult and uncomfortable positions? Keep allowing your right knee to drop towards the earth. If you have your left knee held, just gently release that left leg onto the mat. And then we're going to prop ourselves up onto our forearms to help lift us, chest first. And then to come out, we're going to roll onto this left hip. Be careful the way you come out. That's as important as coming in. Extend your right leg. Shake it out. Feel good. All right. So let's just bring our knees together, hands behind our hips, and just release our legs over to the right. Just gentle spinal twist here before we go to the other side. One more time each side. Coming back to neutral, extend that right leg straight and curling the left leg behind us. So trying to get your hips even. Your knees are together. Your left foot is pointing back. Place your hands on the mat, scoot your hips up. And you should already begin to feel that stretch in the left quad. As you do, gently roll back onto your forearms to start. Just give your body a moment here to ease into it. And if that feels good and you want to come all the way back, gently come down on your bolster or pillow, or simply come right onto your mat. Inhale your arms over your head if you like. Cross them at the elbows. That's going to increase the stretch in your lumbar spine. So take it easy, do what feels good. Connect to that breath. Seeing if you can bring your awareness to your left knee, drop it down. As you inhale, travel that breath all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. If you'd like to advance the pose, bring your hands behind your right knee, bend your right leg. Gently press your right knee into your chest. Drop that left knee onto the mat. Relax and breathe. Keep breathing, staying calm, staying quiet in your head. And if you have your hands behind your right knee, gently extend that right leg long. To come out, we're going to roll onto our right sides. Release the left leg. Shake it out. And press yourself up to seated. Okay. We're going to just stretch out a little bit here. So let's come onto our hands and knees and do some hip circles. So your hands are planted and we're just going to swing our hips over to the right and down, touching our heels. Do this a few times. And then over to the left, around to the right and down. One more time, to the left, forward, to the right, and back to child's pose. Coming back to seated. We're going to come into a side stretch. So let's take that left foot to the inside of the right leg. And we're going to inhale up. Exhale, fold over your right leg. So we're going to do a forward fold here, but we're going to add a twist. So for the first moment, you want your chest directly over your right thigh. So your shoulders are away from your ears. And you're going to gently walk your hands out towards your right foot. So you could be up here, whatever feels good. Remember, find that first edge that we talked about earlier. So find your edge and then hold it. And just breathe. Finding that place of stillness in the pose and then also in your mind. Let everything be quiet. Can you relax completely in this moment? Can you allow your thoughts to just drift by? Feeling the sensation of your front body over your right leg. Maybe you feel your hands get closer to your right foot as you allow your breath to take you deeper into the pose. Stretching that left arm long, feeling that side stretch all the way at your waist. Drop your head and neck. Roll your head side to side. Extend that right arm long. Feel the side stretch. You're feeling it all the way here up. Lengthen your arm. Drop your head. Allow your chest to come close to your right thigh. That's pretty deep. Let's gently walk it up. We all have different holding patterns in our bodies. That is an area for me that's always very tight, my right hamstring. So sides may be different. That's totally normal. Let's take
out the left leg long and see how we do on this side. So right foot inside the left thigh. So first we grow tall in our waist and inhale, arms up. Rotate your body so that you're fully over the left leg now. One hand inside, one hand outside, lengthen and then reach long. Really get some length in your spine before you fold over. Drop your head, drop your neck. Bring your awareness inside. Where are you? Are you connected to your breath? Are you here in this moment? Are you thinking about other things you need to do? If you are, just non-judgmentally bring your mind back. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take a stretch in that left arm, reaching the left hand beyond the left foot. Drop your head. Getting a deep side stretch along our left side body. Exhale, come down. Now to the right. Inhale, the right arm reaches a little longer, feeling a deepening in that stretch all along your back and your side. Exhale, press your chest towards your thigh. Feel the opening under your arms. Drop your chin all the way in. Feel that release in the back of your cervical spine. And then gently, let's roll it all the way up. Bring your hands behind you. Bring your knees together. Spinal twist. Knees over to the left, look right. Finding a release. Inhale, knees center, over to the right, look left. 2 more times. Looking right, dropping left. Looking left, dropping right. Great. Okay, we're going to come into a pigeon pose. So you probably need a bolster for this or a pillow. So have that handy. And before we go right into pigeon, we're going to do a little more for our hamstrings. So on your knees, you're going to bring your right foot forward. So making sure that your right ankle is right under your right knee. And you're not right on top of your left knee. You're a little forward. If you want some extra padding under that left knee, feel free to take it. And so we're going to just drop in here. So find your comfortable space and then just drop in. So you should be feeling this in your left psoas muscle, your hip flexor. Now you can stay there, or you can take your right hand to the top of your right knee and your left hand on top of the right. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, move them away. Broaden out through the front of your collarbones. Bring your shoulder blades together. Squeeze your glutes. Bring your navel to your spine. Relax. Smile. Close your eyes and breathe. It's getting deep. Go deeper. Allow that left hip to get really low. Don't arch. Don't let it fall. Keep your upper body long and open. Beautiful. And release. To release, we're going to roll back onto the left shin and straighten that right leg. So we're going to get another hamstring stretch in here. If you have blocks, it's great to have a block here. If you are pretty tight, or books, whatever works for you, just finding the length, so don't collapse. Lift up first, find your balance, and then gently fold. So come to that first edge, right where you feel resistance. Now you do want to keep your right foot flexed if you want to increase the stretch in the back half area and hamstring. And then drop your chest towards that right leg. Can you feel your body release closer to your right leg as you fully express your exhale? Is your mind quiet? Are you still connected to your breath? Good. One more deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to bend the right knee. Prepare for pigeon. Heel toe your right foot over to the left. So if you have a bolster and you'd like to use it, bring the bolster right under your hips. Now before you go down in pigeon, you should always check alignment here. So trying to get your hips even. Look over your left shoulder. See if that left leg is straight. And if that's straight, go ahead and start walking yourself down. Maybe you start on your forearms. And then drop your head. And release. So keep working into that left hip. Just finding that deep release. It feels very deep, sometimes uncomfortable. That's okay. In yin, we learn to stay in the moment despite our discomfort. Knowing that when we do this, instead of resisting it, we just can pass through it. We learn that we can sit even in this uncomfortable place. We also learn that it will not last forever. Inhale and exhale. Find your full release here. And then use your hands to prop you up. You can roll onto your right hip to release Bring your left leg forward. Sit back. Shake it out. And we will prepare for the other side. So moving your bolster over to the left. And bringing that left leg forward. Sinking down. So again, lining up your legs. You're forward on that back right knee. You're not right on the patella. You're above it. Your left knee here can be forward of your left ankle. In typical yoga, we like to keep that 90 degrees, but for here, for this purpose, really stretching into that right hip. It's perfectly okay if you get a little extra juice by moving your left knee forward. Drop your head. Come into the pose. Arrive. Breathe. Sink a little lower. And then bring your left hand on top of your left knee and your right hand on top of your left. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and draw them back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart, drop your hips. Lift your gaze, smile. And sink down. Even the smallest smile will give signals to our brain that we are enjoying this. Keep breathing. Go past the discomfort. Allow it to pass. A few more breaths. Now we're going to gently press into those hands to lift back up on squaring our hips, bringing that left leg straight, getting your blocks handy, or just fingertips to the mat. Start walking out over that left leg, coming to your first edge. Inhaling, exhaling, bowing over, releasing, letting go. Can you fully release in this pose? There's nothing to hold on to. Breathing deeply. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale, fold. Moving forward, bending your left knee, dragging your bolster under your hips, growing tall, heel toe your left foot over. Get your hips even on the bolster, on the mat. Look over your right shoulder, make sure that your right leg is nice and straight. Inhale, find the length, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to heart center, take a back bend, lift up. Exhale, walk it down. Continue breathing here, allowing yourself to drop down. Pressing into your right hip, trying to even out those hips, deep release in that left hip. And one more big breath here, inhale and exhale, gently press yourself up. Roll onto the left hip to bring your right foot forward. And we're going to move into Shavasana now. So you can keep the bolster where it is and put it under your knees if you'd like. Put a pillow under your head, whatever feels good for you. And get comfortable. Just close your eyes. Feel the support of the earth under you.